Noam Chomsky has been a vocal critic of the US-backed Contras in Nicaragua. He has argued that the Contras were a terrorist organization that committed serious human rights abuses, and that the US government supported them in order to overthrow the democratically elected Sandinista government. In his book Turning the Tide, Chomsky writes, "The Contras were a terrorist force, responsible for thousands of deaths and countless acts of torture and terror. They were financed, armed, and trained by the United States, and they operated from bases in Honduras and Costa Rica. The Contras were not freedom fighters or democratic rebels. They were a terrorist army, and their goal was to overthrow the democratically elected Sandinista government." Chomsky has also criticized the US media for its coverage of the Contras. He has argued that the media largely served as a propaganda tool for the US government, suppressing information about Contra atrocities and whitewashing the US role in the conflict. In a 1986 debate with John Silber, Chomsky said, "The Contras are not freedom fighters. They are terrorists. They have been responsible for thousands of deaths, including the murder of children. They have engaged in torture and rape. They have bombed hospitals and schools. They have destroyed crops and food supplies. They have committed every crime in the book. And the United States government has been supporting them. The Reagan administration has been providing the Contras with money, weapons, and training. The US government has also been providing the Contras with intelligence and logistical support. The media have been complicit in this. They have largely ignored the atrocities committed by the Contras. They have also suppressed information about the US role in supporting the Contras. The US-backed Contra War in Nicaragua lasted from 1981 to 1990. It was a bloody and destructive conflict that left thousands of people dead. The war ended with the signing of the Esquipulas II peace accords, which called for the demobilization of the Contras and the Sandinista army. Chomsky's criticisms of the Contras and the US media were controversial at the time, but they have since been vindicated by history. The Contras were indeed a terrorist organization, and the US media did indeed play a role in whitewashing the US role in the conflict. Chomsky's work on the Contras and the Sandinistas is a valuable contribution to our understanding of US foreign policy in Central America. It is a reminder that the United States has often used its power to support repressive regimes and to crush popular movements for social and economic justice.